Good morning. My name is Julie, and I am sometimes on a health journey. No, I'm on a health journey. And one of the baby steps that I'm taking is drinking less coffee. I didn't even have any yesterday. I know. That is unbelievable. But the reason I'm drinking less coffee is not because of the coffee itself, but because of the creamer. I am someone that has to have creamer. Man, that looks like it's dirty. It's because I've been crying. So I've been wiping my... That's another story. Let's stay on target here. Am I crying over not having as much coffee? No. But the reason I'm having less coffee, like I said, is not because of the coffee itself. It's because of the creamer. I use a lot of creamer. And at first, I was trying to just put less creamer and still have a lot of coffee. And then I'm like, but then you end up having still too much creamer. So instead, just have one really great cup of coffee. Yeah, ease up on the creamer, which I am, but have a really enjoyable cup of coffee, one that you can savor and just love. That's the route I'm taking. One fabulous cup of coffee. Luckily, I do have the Keurig and the Mickey Mouse one that a viewer sent from our other channel. And so I don't need to be making a whole pot of coffee. It's a baby step, and baby steps are the right way. As happens, anytime I start heading back down this road, all of the disordered ideas come into my head, and I watch different shows to get motivated or inspired, and then start thinking, oh, I'm gonna do something drastic and try to hurry this along because we've got to get this goddamn weight off of me. And so it's okay to do it unhealthy and to do it fast because I need to get the weight off. And that's guaranteed to lead the wrong way. It's guaranteed. You have to do baby steps. And yes, I want this done, but there's no done, because even when you get the weight off, then you've got to maintain. And so it has to be steps. It has to be. And that's what I have to do. And so coffee. We're cutting back on the coffee and the creamer by extension. So last night, yesterday was a really horrible day. I got a lot of stuff going. Oh, this is my I don't have to censor channel. Forgot. We have a lot going on in our little family, and it all kind of came to a head. It, reached the boiling point. The shit hit the fan yesterday emotionally for me. And I know it's driving you crazy that I can't talk about the details, but, privacy. We do have to keep some stuff private. I'll be okay. My marriage is rock solid. Okay. If you're worrying about those things, but, very difficult time in my family. And it all, I hadn't been dealing with it well, and had just been letting it build up, which is never healthy. And it finally, yesterday, I just had to reach out for help. I couldn't do it on my own anymore. And so on my own private Facebook page, I reached out to family and friends and said, I just need some fucking support. I can't do this. I've been hiding this. We've been hiding this. This is our private hell that we're going through in our lives, and I can't do it anymore. And I was overwhelmed with love and support from family and friends. And that was amazing. But that also was dinner ordered in for us. Chinese food and Mexican food. Oh, the delights. And I ate it, and it was wonderful. And I had barely eaten anything yesterday. I mean, I have to be open and transparent with you. Yeah, I was restricting. I just, when I am so incredibly emotional, and in really dark places, I do lose my appetite legitimately, but then it's also, yeah, you want to just, you're so full of pain, you don't want to add to it with food. It's a psychological thing that I know some of you will understand, but a lot of you won't. Adding to it with food is just an unbearable thought that you're going to add to this already overwhelming mountain inside of you. That's just you bursting at the seams. And so you don't want to eat. And it's also a matter of control. Eating disorders very much are a matter of control. And it's like, I can't control any other fucking thing in my life that is going on, but I can control what I'm putting in my body. It just is. And then finally, after just letting it all go and having other people, so many other people reaching out that were going through the exact same things as my family and dealing with the same just gut-wrenching, heartbreaking struggles, knowing that we're not alone. We are not alone. Not alone in the experience because so many other people are going through it, but also not alone in having to handle this and carry this on our own. That was, it was messy. It was very messy. Sometimes you wonder, how many tears do I have left? Where is the body still finding this moisture? And when your eyes get all puffy and permanently red and your face is, anyway, you look like you're stung by a bee. But anyhow, then, so I really had barely eaten, and then the dinners showed up. It's a thing. You guys know I'm atheist, but I was raised Mormon, or LDS. That's what they want to be called. And I'm trying to respect that. And a classic thing in Mormon culture, LDS culture, is food. When people are in need, when something's going on, the first response is, what can I bring? What food can we get for your family? Can we bring in dinner? Can we, right away, casseroles. That's just, it's a beautiful, classic part of the culture. It's a very generous, beautiful part of the culture. And though I don't believe in being part of that religious dogma and dynamic, there are so many parts of the culture that I hold incredibly dear, that are sacred in my heart. And they're all just about good people with good hearts that want to help, that know that they can't fix anything, but they can help with other elements. And one of those is, of course, food. And so right away, it was, dinner's on the way. And so I was able to eat. I had the most delicious some place called Teriyaki Madness or something, and then Costa Vida. And so I had just delicious Chinese food and delicious Mexican food. And it was wonderful. It was very good. Of course, it left my body kind of feeling funky because I'd barely eaten, and where I'm mostly keto, or at least low carb, mostly low carb. My stomach was like, what the hell is going on here? Which was tricky, but this morning I feel fine. I feel good, that way. And I'm right back onto, my low carb path, other than my coffee creamer, which we're cutting down on. And then this morning, I got thrown some curveballs. We had a plan for today, things that I needed to do, places I needed to be. Hospitals and stuff. I wish we could just sit together, like in my living room, except my living room was way too small, but just with our closest YouTube friends and really talk about the shit that's going on in a place where I knew that everyone there was someone I could trust and that loved my family and would have our backs and would take care of us and wouldn't just shit on us and hold everything against us that we ever say and try to throw it back in our faces at the earliest possibility. I wish I could do that because I need that. But alas, it is what it is. And this is where we're at. And I've learned valuable, difficult lessons here on YouTube that you can't just put everything out there. You can't do it. I've tried sharing things that I would not normally share out there, and we've suffered because of that. And I've seen other people who like share their lives, and man, it comes back to bite them. And I can't do that to us, to my kids, to our family. I can't. And yet I feel like so many are real, true friends here. And especially through like the pandemic and everything, you guys have been like my social circle, you know? But you have to be careful. I have to be careful. Just know I had plans in place for things that were set up we were going to do, and I had it all ready and to accommodate everyone I needed to accommodate and to be everywhere I needed to be. And then got a phone call first thing this morning. It changed. Everything changed. It changed. I was all set, no putting makeup on today because I knew today would be a day of crying. And even waterproof mascara was not going to cut it today. I was ready. I had things set up for my kids. I was all set. Van is full of gas tank. I was ready to go. And the phone call, and it's like, nope, that's not the plan. Ah, good. And we'll let you know when we know the plan. Oh, okay. All right. Luckily, I have amazing family. I called James right away and I'm like, James, that's my husband if you don't know. And I'm like, they changed the plan on me. I was prepared practically and emotionally and mentally, and the plan has changed. What am I supposed to do? And he got in touch with his mom, and his mom's going to help out, and it's going to work. So we're just going to keep trying. It's just that it's also the holiday season, and going through this difficult stuff right now it's a tricky time, but there's no good time. There's no perfect time to make your life better. There's not. Those circumstances don't exist. And if you wait for those circumstances, well, before you know it, you're dead. So we're going to try right now. If you've watched this far, man, I appreciate you. I sure appreciate you letting me just go on and share this journey as much as I'm able to. Thank you for your kindness and support and your patience. And I'm going to finish my coffee and then do a little bit of chores and then get on with the day on this new plan for the day. You have to be able to roll with stuff. You have to be able to adapt and stay focused on the goal, the end goal. Otherwise, yeah, you fall. And today I can't. So we're going to roll with it. We've got a lot of great people helping us, which is wonderful. And I've got you guys and a lot of other just amazing people in my corner. Anyway, have a beautiful day. I'm going to have a beautiful day. A very difficult day. Doing things today that are the most difficult I've ever done in my life. Necessary. It's so fucking difficult. Thank you for letting me share it with you and not have to carry it alone.